I literally don't know what the hell else to do. I did everything that I could. I went to college, got a degree in biology. I went to Duke for a scholarship program. That opened some doors for me. And then I went to explore the ocean on the Nautilus Ocean Exploration Trust. I worked with them for 5 years, exploring the deep sea, describing new species, new areas of the ocean that had never been seen by the human eye before. I did that as science manager. I worked my way up from 2019 as an intern, being paid less than everybody else on the team. Cameramen were paid $200 or $300 more a day than me, the scientist running the lab that they were filming. It was
Okay, guys. Look behind me. I'm a cameraman, for example, here, specifically cinematographer, director of photography, kind of nowadays here. But let me explain why they were paid more. We have day rates. Specifically on expeditions like this, my day rate would have always been higher. In about 2010, 2011 or so, I forget months, but either way, I was basically backpacking around Europe off duty from my common typical regular gig that I was doing, contracted through a company that did similar things. Let's say that. So I ended up in Helsinki in Finland, where I got a gig, a wildly amazing gig where they agreed to my day rate of $1,700. Understand what that means here. That means that you're going to give me $1,700 every day that I film something. Okay. And if the expedition is 90 days, imagine how that basically racks up very fast as the lead cinematographer on a project such as this. The ship that I was on was called the Polar Pioneer. We went to Antarctica. That was the first time I went to Antarctica. And so I hear what she's saying, but yes, I can tell you right now that I was paid more than everyone on that ship, including the captain. I was just paid more because of what I was doing there. I get it. You went to school to study all these things. That's an amazing thing. I congratulate you. But I think you chose the wrong career if you're looking for money, at least. Okay. Secondly, the reason for the gigantic price hike, okay, is the footage that is going to be used, specifically if you're not working for a specific company and you're kind of freelancing, right? You are the owner of these copyrights, even though you are being hired to, photograph or video something. So the footage that I'm using is going to be used for some documentary where they're going to make, upwards of $1 million on that project. Of course, I'm going to get my cut of that through my day rate. I get it. We're here filming you, but on the grand scheme of things, you did not enter into that business to make the type of money that the people that are charging a day rate are making. Okay. But I don't know why we're even having conversations on the ship specifically about how much money we're making. But let's continue.
It was published in National Geographic. I remember them all celebrating me when I published that article.
It may or may not be that company.
About me being homeless and in poverty as a child.
Okay.
And how much I had to fight to excel to do what I have done. But as soon as I opened my mouth about workplace abuse, being yelled at and swore at the top of somebody's lungs, and having to board and live with that person in a small, confined room for 2 weeks.
Okay.
After I complained about that, amongst a few other things that are microaggressions.
Oh my God.
The first time in 5 years after working there.
Oh, she's a victim. She's a victim, bro. Permanent one. She's a permanent victim, bro. Permanent victim.
They didn't ask me to come back. It's called a silent firing.
I bet
was an independent contractor, so they think I have no rights, but in the state of California, I do.
I bet they didn't want you to come back.
You all ruined my life. Jeez. Ocean Exploration Trust is a facade. They do not stand for people of color. They use them as tokens. And I saw this on my last expedition in Ala-Moana-Kaiwili when we went to Papahanaumokuakea.
Okay.
All of these colonizing white scientists used language, lies, deception to explore the ocean in the areas that they wanted to. The fact that they were looking for deep sea minerals when that was not the plan of the expedition. But because there were a couple billionaires on board and Donald Trump's buddies, they didn't care. They didn't even follow my rules in the lab. They just walked all over me and pretended like I wasn't there.
Of
I
course it's
lost
Trump, guys,
what
of
I
course.
thought was my dream job. But in honesty, I have been protected from a group of people so foul,
Jeez,
so deceptive, and do not walk in integrity.
nah, bro, it's her. I would absolutely hate to employ her. I would absolutely hate to exist around her. She seems to be absolutely a permanent victim, not looking to do the best job that she possibly can at all. She just seems to only want, trophies for just existing. But I get it. Her generation basically, wants trophies to be for 10th place also. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting here. She's complaining about, these colonizing white people, apparently. Also at the same time, Trump is at fault here. And don't get me wrong here. If she did not say that she was from California, I would have basically assumed that for the majority of everything that we're encountering here. This is a victim. She's a victim.
There had been several times where I told this organization that they needed to speak out on mistakes that they've made and address them. Instead, they turned off the comments and deleted the posts. I am suffering now.
Oh.
I have lost my job.
I bet you did.
I'm living off of $300 a week in Los Angeles on unemployment because of another employer that I had who forced me to stop working because I went on that ship. And because this person wanted me to finish my master's degree. And I was not able to finish my master's degree because of my mental health due to the trauma inflicted upon me by my PI, who quit the university after threatening to take away my income and making me sign a contract because she didn't like the way I functioned as a student.
Guys, listen, you can't make this up. You can't make this up. I refuse. She sat in front of this camera, all right, recorded herself, all right, playing a victim in a way that I have never seen someone be a victim. Like this is expert level California victim, bro. Complaining about not living off of a set amount of money in Los Angeles. Why are you living in Los Angeles? Okay, like it's expensive. Right? Go to somewhere civilized. Start there.
She also knew I was homeless as a child many times. Not living on the street, thankfully, like my brother has.
Jeez.
Just living with awful church folk who hate gays and black people. That was pretty bad in a different way. Pretty traumatizing. They policed everything I read. I couldn't read Twilight or Harry Potter in their house. I don't know what to do because now I can't afford to pay my bills. And credit card companies like Chase, who have their wealth built on the backs of my ancestors who were enslaved, and American Express, just taking my money because of credit that I owe.
Guys, no, wait, hold the phone here, buddy. I don't know how much more of this I could take. Okay, I know how you can make some money, bro. Become a comedian. Don't get me wrong here. This is her pain. She feels this, right? But I'm also assuming she's from California. I can't really assume, all of that. But the point I'm trying to make here is, all right, I don't know what this cannot be a real person. This person cannot have made it to this big age that she is, guys. Okay, she could have not. How did she make it? Okay, how?
But taking my money.
That's wild.
Out of my account when it's literally already at $0, sending me into overdraft, right? And then I have to pay overdraft fees. I have done so. Why am I still struggling in poverty?
Nah, bro.
All you told me to pull me up by my bootstraps, and that's what I did.
Okay.
I did more than a lot of you ever could do in your life. Another
shots fired, bro. Okay, listen. Definitely pull yourself up by your bootstraps, but don't do it in a way that listen, the career path that you took is ridiculous. I want to know what her student loan debt is. All right. Now understand this here. I am not saying this just to say it. I have a master's in fine art. Okay. I graduated from an Ivy League school. Like, just be fully aware here when I say this. I am not saying that school is bad, right? But just understand, if you do not have something lined up for that, then you should not have done this. Okay. Like, I get it. You wanted some cushy, air conditioned, job that's some save the planet, Greenpeace type of thing that you were doing, whatever you're doing. And you're complaining about not making money. Bro, you were never going to make money. Right? I mean, I can tell you, I can only imagine here. I think the average income of the people that were on the Polar Pioneer when I was on it in 2011 or so, right? They were making like maybe 50 to like 60 or so, right? That was their income on a yearly basis. Me being there 90 days already went past their income, like a year and a half of income in 90 days. Okay. By just not doing what you're doing. Okay. And understand I was utilizing my degree while I was doing that. All right. So understand, I understood the assignment here. I did not get a degree that I was not going to be able to utilize anything from in the real world. Okay. Like if YouTube stops tomorrow, guess what I'm going to go back and do, bro? Full time. This. Okay. This is what I'm doing immediately, guys. Right. But I'm also not like super silly here. The majority of the money that I've made specifically on YouTube has gone directly into investment properties for the last 6 years. Okay. So just understand that when I say this here. I am not an idiot financially. I am not financially illiterate. I don't do things, and I would definitely highly suggest people not do things that put them into a situation where they end up like her with a degree and talking about homelessness and not being able to afford, rent in Los Angeles for some reason, bro. All right, while talking about Harry Potter books and all this other nonsense. What does this have to do with reality? Like, step outside the California echo chamber. Come back to the real world for a minute here, okay? Step outside of it.
The credit card that I have two. I cannot enroll in the low financial income, whatever repayment program because I don't make enough. Because my expenses are more than what my income is. So what do you think the only option is now?
I feel bad for you.
Just let the late fees rack up. That's what they said.
Yeah.
There's no other option.
Right.
Other than probably closing my account, but they didn't even mention that as an option.
Not her fault. No. The world is against me, right? Listen, these dirty colonizers, right? The world is against me. Woe is me, pity me nonsense, guys. Why do you guys send me this video? Some of you guys have been here for a really long time, and I think that's what it is. You guys know I'm going to respond like this, guys. I don't want to watch this anymore. I'm done with this video. Listen, I don't feel bad for you, bro. It seems like every single thing that you said just came down to it's everyone's fault except for mine because I'm the good guy in this story and everyone is treating me terribly. I was adopted by a family that were some church people and they didn't like black people. They didn't like gay people. They didn't let me read Harry Potter or Twilight, bro. You made a video about this and posted it on the internet. Listen, if you guys are new here, please like and subscribe. In the meantime, I will catch you guys later. All right.